under starlight's beam. Heroes rise in this night they gleam. Pages turn and this fate intertwines. Saturday night, it rewinds. Spinning tales from the might in the city's electric light. It's dark, heroes fight, every moment feels so right. Welcome to that weekend thrill, where stories fashion dreams at will. In this world we take a fight, Saturday night special guide and night. Wonders, heroes unite. Comics and anime and brain and light. Journey through panels and vibrant screens. This colorful tapestry.
Welcome. It's Saturday night, which means it's time for Saturday Night Special, the sixth best show on Renovision. With comments such as, "For the love of God, let your friend stay where he's at," SNS, and "that channel is a rest area toilet bowl, and you don't need any more stinking up the best comic YouTube show going. And this is an absolute terrible watch. Such douche chills." How about we check in with Jedi Johnson and see if he thinks the boys are ready to start the show?
But I still think we're more prepared than SNS, even with the rush we did on the show.
Well, shit, I hope you boys are ready to bring the mayhem, because an all-new episode of Saturday Night Special starts in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome. It is Saturday night. You guys are locked right into Saturday Night Special, the best show on Renovision. I'm just going to say it. I don't care what the viewers say. It's the best show on Renovision. Hey, we got a good show for you tonight. As always, we got best and worst scores of the week. We got news. We got first appearances of the week. We've got Sam singing the blues.
If he comes
all
back.
that. And we've got a Domtober.
Hey, a Tober sighting.
Sam was here until Tyson asked him for a Jordan Tyson jersey, and then he just bailed out. He was like, "I'm not gonna." He was like, "I can't believe this guy is a fan of an ass team like the Raiders, and I'm just gonna go ahead and bail out now."
Raiders, baby.
Well, look, he's coming back.
There he is.
How are you boys doing this week? It's been an interesting week, huh?
Yeah,
has been an interesting week.
Interesting. In all entertainment factors, TV to
there's the man, the myth, the legend himself.
Hey, swapping Lego for the weenie. That's great. Yummy.
I don't know if he's there.
I don't know.
He looks like he's dazed. He literally looks like we pulled him up on Omegle. I'm just happy I'm not a Cowboys fan.
Hey, listen, don't worry. We're gonna break that snide. We're gonna wind up winning one of these decades. Don't worry.
One of these decades. We won't be alive for it, but they'll win.
Every year, my heart gets cut out with a spoon. Every year.
Sam, your connection is looking like Styx level right now.
Yeah, what's going on? It's like you're on the moon. It's like you're in a space station.
He can only sit there and awkwardly look at us. Sam, blink twice if you're in trouble.
Oh, you're in
trouble. That was once.
There he is.
Oh, I'll count that one.
I don't even know if he knows we're on live. He's not saying anything.
Say anything. Oh, there, cleared up a little bit.
It's not doing anything.
What do you mean it's not doing anything?
We're here. We're live.
You're here. You're live.
It's crap.
What happened?
You caught the Styx disease.
Better tell your kids to stop downloading anime and get with the program.
I had downloaded 120 episodes of it.
Stop with the live wire and
download the wrong Crunchyroll, man. Come on.
Sam, how can we have you do your topic starter if you're not here?
Drop out and bump in there again.
Dude. He's like
poor guy.
Suspended in animation right now.
It's like, no, he's stop motion. Is what he's
stop
doing.
motion. No, it's kind of like you, Sticks. when you stop motion, when you're talking, also your thing goes out.
He's not stop motion. He's
I don't know what the
legitimately
problem is.
frozen.
I mean, I have an idea what the problem is.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we can hear you. Your camera's just frozen.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Sam saw OnlyFans on his credit card bill. Oh, your normal computer
there
didn't
you go.
use for your daughter, huh? You were just fine, until we went live.
Yeah.
He's not talking again.
I think you're back now, Sam. You're just not talking. We need to look at technical difficulties video.
Right.
I know. Here's our technical difficulties video.
Can you hear me?
There's our technical difficulties video. Oh, look. Dude, his shit is so bad, he's got the Sticks effect. Now him and Sticks are both muted as the video's playing after the video's already done playing.
You right, Sam? Good?
I honestly don't know what to do here. I am honestly thrown off right now.
No.
He's just smiling. That's what he's doing, man.
Sticks giving internet advice is the most SNS thing ever.
Oh, boy.
Good evening, all. Sam is mesmerized by Dom. What's up, Dom and Sticks?
What's going on? What's
going on? Hey, listen.
Hi, Dub. I didn't send you a dumpster fire image. Marco's goon dumpster.
Oh, boy.
How'd that go over this week, Tyson? How's that been going over for you? I'm sure he loves it.
He didn't even know what the fuck it was.
Oh, fucking
Yeah, he doesn't.
Marco had no
he-
clue.
I
what
guess
it was.
that-
I had to explain to him.
He didn't know what his goon
He didn't
dumpster
know what
is.
it was. He goes, "What's this?"
It's you in a
It's you in a
dumpster.
dumpster fire. You're a dumpster fire. He's like, "Oh." He had no clue.
Oh, man. Well, I don't know what to do. I don't know if we should wait for Sam, if we should just do his topic starter on his own. I don't want to do Sam's segment for him. This is quite the
Conundrum.
yeah, quite the pickle.
I'm the problem. I'm sorry. I made the internet go out.
It's quite the pickle. Dom the pickle. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Delicious.
Let's
Well,
see what
at
happens.
any rate, our week so far, mine per se, have been very busy.
Now that Dom's
already
here, we're gonna
gearing
get
up.
the busty Asian women.
Yes.
Hey, look, he's back.
Already gearing up for summer vacation.
I'm up.
I'm ready for
I
summer vacation.
jumped on the old celly.
Oh, what happened? The internet wasn't working? Yeah. Had a problem.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi. So my daughter is doing like study abroad here. Well, she's going to be on a missionary, but she's doing some like training courses right now. And she's just in my office, and so probably just bogging down my internet to have 2 live streams happening at the same time.
All right.
My bad, gentlemen.
It's all right.
No,
We're
it's
just,
that, people
we're
on the
just
internet-
stalling for you to
people
come
online were
back.
saying that you were on the moon trip, the delayed moon trip that you were still coming back from the trip.
Yeah,
Legitimately thrown off by what to do because your internet was like Stix's.
yeah, it was crazy. It
When
just kept.
Six's internet is acting great, there's a some type of multiversal event
There's a
happening.
cosmic trade-off. There's a karmic trade-off. Not if Styx's
There you go.
internet is good, someone else's has to lag.
Oh, exactly. All right.
But here we are.
It's a time traveler affecting our timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
happens when Stix's internet is good.
Yeah.
Hey kids and Dom. Ed, we got a special treat for you tonight, Ed.
Oh, do we? Get ready for double your pleasure, double your fun.
Blame the Russians.
Blame the Russians.
All right, rest in peace, Van Hammer.
Yeah.
So I got a bit of a funny story. This is something that makes me really miss Kyle, because this is something I would have told him about, and he would have got a good laugh at. My wife and I, in public, we like to say things to each other to see who can make each other the most uncomfortable. So like we'll be in the most awkward places, and one of us will be like, "Want to have sex?" or something like that, just to be absolutely ridiculous, right? So last Friday, I had to have double hernia surgery. So the anesthesiologist and my nurse come in, and I turn to my wife and I'm like, I made the mistake of going, "Hey, you know, my nurse and anesthesiologist are pretty smoking hot. They're hot as fuck." And I was like, they're both a smoke show. And my wife was like, "Yeah, okay." And then so they come in and give me a sedative. So they're like, "We're gonna give you this sedative before we take you back to the operating room and give you the anesthesia." I'm like, "All right." So they give me the sedative, and my wife, being the absolute fucking legend she is, decides that she's gonna start talking dirty to me when I have the sedative. So I'm fucking bricked up. And the nurse and anesthesiologist come back to take me back to the operating room, and I'm fucking bricked up, and I'm on the sedative, and I'm panicking, and I'm like, "There's no way they can't see it." And I'm like, "Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm just a little scared. It must be a fear boner." I was like, "I think I got a fear boner."
Fear boner.
I said, "I think I've got a fear boner. I'm so sorry. And she's like, "Oh no, don't worry. You would be surprised how much it happens. You're gonna be asleep and it'll go down in no time." And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm just like, I'm so nervous. It just must be a fear boner. And it was like raging. And my wife was just having a good old fucking time with it. And I'm just like, all right, sweet. So luckily they put me to sleep right away, but I was still bricked up, pitching a hard tent when they put me to sleep. But I was just like,
"You got any ointment for this, nurse?"
Yeah, I was like, I'm so embarrassed right now. That will teach me to ever be like, "Hey, my nurse and anesthesiologist are an absolute smoke show."
And that's funny, man. I remember going to a doctor one time, and she was taking care of me, and she was checking me out. And all of a sudden, I wound up getting a hard on, and it went right into a sleeve of her jacket. And she was like, "Oh," she said, "Pull it away." And I'm like, "Hey, it's all good, man. It's all part of the game."
I mean,
man.
that could be a medical emergency, Matt. If they're cutting into your groin area and you got a rock hard boner, they'd be like, "Oh, we got a bleeder.
I was scared. I was scared solid.
We might not be able to do that today, sir.
No, listen, you know what? Hey, listen, it happens, man. Your mind is going one way. Your other parts are going the other way.
Like, I mean, it was.
You get a bag of ice over here?
It was legitimately crazy. So I had what was called I had two. It was called inguinal hernias, because just going to the gym too hard after my weight loss and not properly lifting the right way. So I had to get them taken care of. And shit, dude, I did our wrestling live stream Saturday, Sunday, and just sitting all that time. By the Sunday night came, my fucking nuts swelled up to the size of an avocado, dude. Like, I had to like hold them in my hand as I walked. I felt like Randy Marsh in that episode of South Park when he puts them by the microwave so they get large, and he's carrying them in a wheelbarrow. I was like, Jesus, like carrying them broad, had to have an ice pack on them. I was like, you would have thought I got a vasectomy.
That's crazy, man.
Damn.
But I'm happy to report they're back down to normal size. Surgery went great. Surgery went fine.
Did they slip in an extra couple inches for you?
Always.
Hey, I asked them, man. That was written in the contract,
to take the fat that caused the hernia out and put it in the dong to make it a little bit longer. I was like, listen, I don't need to be like Chad Ochocinco and run it out of pee-pee here. I need to make sure I got plenty of pee-pee.
But the problem is they put it in sideways, so now you got a baloney chub down there, or at least the end of one.
Yeah, maybe if my wife wasn't there,
Sideways.
I would have asked to participate in one of those videos, Tyson. But I didn't feel like that time and situation, it was appropriate. BK says I just got a Cook unit commercial in the middle of Matt's highly inappropriate story. You seem to forget what show you're on, Tyson. I mean, sorry, BK, not Tyson. BK. Slipped in the back door and pegging Matt. Yeah, no thanks.
It's solid.
That's my story. I've been waiting a week to tell.
That's just
That's
funny.
great.
You sure they didn't make a like a freaking made a statue of it as you were laying there?
They might have made. I mean, dude, once I was asleep, I didn't care. They could have
Get the
busted out a
plaster Paris.
Polaroid. They could have busted out a Polaroid and took pictures of it for not
The nurse
knowing
is like
that,
this.
yeah, how tiny it is.
Plaster cast.
They're
For the-
like, I've
for the
never
mini
seen a
cockets,
button
sorry.
dick before. I've never seen a button dick before. Look how small this is.
No, listen, I freaking jammed my wrist working out, so it's like it stuck.
Ross says it's funny that Dom is flexing his wrist to match story.
Yeah, no. I went to the gym. It is funny, but I freaking jammed my wrist, so it keeps like popping, like cracking, and it shit like it's a little uncomfortable. But
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
and first of all, it's my right hand I use, not my left. This is the Phantom Stranger when you have to.
Phantom Stranger.
No, what you
But
do, Dom, is you lay on your arm for a little bit till it falls asleep. Then you get the Phantom Stranger.
The Phantom Stranger. You make it numb. You gotta make it numb. Yeah.
nah, see, you're both wrong. What you do is you've got to put your leg up and you go under your leg and then in between, so it feels like a stranger.
Now, or what you do is you put
Well,
it-
but by that time it's in your face, and then you're practically sucking it. You know,
Exactly.
So that's
you know what?
that's
Listen,
not what I want to be doing.
if you put it in the crease of your arm, you could.
Get a little Crisco. Get a little Crisco in your elbow.
That's an awkward position to try and like do it in the crease of your arm.
That's what we call the old pickle Rick.
Sarah says, I've seen those reels you send, Dom. I know why your wrist is sore.
You got me. You got me.
That's what they're
Wow.
teaching you at the old pickle convention, huh, Dom? How to fucking put it in the crease of your arm and Crisco it up.
Hey, you find the different ways, man. You know what the hell? There's
Yikes.
a war going on in front of my house, man.
You do live in New York.
Fucking dogs, man. They're fucking attacking each other.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Old Crisco Dom.
that's it.
Crisco,
I just got a
the
local
Crisco elbow
message. Shop
job.
for strangers. Y'all need help. Tyson says I'd cramp up. All right. Well, now that I've got this party started, Sam, what do we got for a topic starter this week?
You know, secondary market sales are going crazy right now,
I seen this.
and it's driving people to commit crimes of ingenious passion. We have a California man who was arrested for swapping out Lego pieces for pasta and then returning the Lego sets for cash at Target.
Nice.
So it says a California man pilfered thousands of dollars in Lego toy sets from the retailer Target in a return-based scam, sometimes swapping valuable figurines with dried pasta pieces before returning the construction-centric toys. The alleged plot ended with the arrest of 28-year-old Jarrell Augustine, accused of grand theft Lego, for allegedly stealing the Lego sets, whose manufacturer is known for the interlocking miniature figurines. The accusations against Augustine are only one among a spate of recent thefts and incidents involving the stolen Legos. So here's 4 different examples of people stealing Lego. In April, authorities seized about $1 million in Lego and stolen freight trailers that were traveling to Riverside County. A man from Vallejo, California, was charged in March with second-degree commercial burglary and grand theft for stealing nearly $25,000 from Target in instances spanning from August 2024 to February 25. The man's actions followed a similar method prosecutors in Contra Costa County, California, said he would enter a store alone, fill a shopping cart with Lego, and leave, exiting with the stolen merchandise in a matter of minutes. In another example, a California man was apprehended last fall for allegedly stealing hundreds of thousands in Lego toys. The man was reselling the popular toys at tip-top prices in connection with a sprawling theft ring, according to USA Today. So the secondary market is heating up. You might be getting some hot merchandise if you're buying Lego on eBay from somebody.
Yeah, I can just imagine this. What are you in jail for? Murder, rape. I stole Legos. What the fuck? Goddamn.
I swapped Legos with pasta.
Legos for pasta.
This reminds me of a time when I was younger and I worked at Walmart, and this kid that I worked with took back the return. Some guy returned a PC in the taped up box, and he took it. The kid working there didn't open the box to look at it. And then finally, when we got it back to electronics and we opened it to look at it, see what was wrong, it was nothing but rocks in the box. It was rocks and trash.
Oh, man.
So,
well, see, that's your problem right there. There's your problem. You can't plug the power cable into the rock.
Right?
Or the trash.
Yeah.
Seems like you've replaced your CPU with a rack. So it's not going to work.
This is why they take a lot of places I go to, all the Legos are locked up in cases. So you have to call somebody over to open up the case. Because
you got those spider locks on them now.
Yeah.
In some cases.
Imagine that.
Who would have thought? Well, listen, Legos, you rarely see Legos on clearance or like on a discount price.
True.
Legos are always high priced, regardless of the fact of what they are. And that's crazy. But there's a lot more. This is just a part of things. This is like one guy. There's probably a whole friggin' line of people with the thieveries of Legos that are out there.
What they don't tell you is that the man's name was Pete Renna.
Pete Renna.
And
you can't see
that's how he helps his son.
Wait a minute.
He gets the Lego set.
But Pete Renna is the size of a Lego piece.
Yeah, he lets his son take the Lego set, so then he fills the box up with pasta and then resells it to retain his money. That's how that works.
He's building his house out of Lego.
Actually, you heard about that dude that did build a house out of Legos? He built a huge house, a big thing with Legos. It was like a Guinness Book of World Record with Lego piece.
Okay.
You know what that reminds me of? There's this tiny village in Scandinavia somewhere where bodybuilders like to go because it makes them feel bigger than they actually are.
Yes, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I saw that.
They do their steroids, then they go sit in this tiny village where they can have tea and feel like giants. I should have done that for the story starter, but
isn't that just like a normal American going over to Japan or something like that?
No, dude, this is insane. They're like Fisher Price sized houses, and you got these bodybuilders sitting at these tiny tea tables because it makes them feel extra huge.
Pete's Asian side loves the Legos, and his Italian side loves the pasta. Best of both worlds. And Marco would just cover them all in olive oil.
That's like finding a small woman with small hands that holds your unit
to make it look bigger. Yeah.
Instead of using your Crisco elbow.
Exactly. Little hands.
Head over to Ed's local massage shop.
I think Tyson needs to make that, and we need to turn that into a T-shirt. Dom's Crisco elbow.
I guarantee he's gonna make something.
You gotta have Dom just dripping in baby oil and just a can of Crisco with it all slathered.
Like a great pickle squirting out and trying to squeeze it.
Yeah. With the arm of Quagmire from when he discovered internet porn, and just Crisco spraying out of it.
Just dunk it in the Crisco.
Yeah, there you go.
And you gotta have his wife going, "Where's all the butter?
Where's all my Crisco? I'm trying to fry a donut over here." That's not a very good impression of Dom's wife.
Oh man,
Dom gonna be a Diddy
No.
Oil meme.
Oh,
Tyson said, "Dom, I'm working on the one you asked for."
Did you ask a commission, Dom? Did you commission something from Tyson?
I told him to do one for me. Pickle Fett.
Pickle
God.
Fett.
Is it just gonna be like a pickle with a Boba Fett helmet?
Boba Fett.
What? Or like a Boba Fett helmet that's bumpy and ribbed for Dom's
Yeah, I
pleasure.
was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say. Or is it like a Boba Fett helmet that is designed like a pickle?
I forgot what I.
Dom's like, I don't want that.
Actually,
Maybe not that. Don't do that, Tyson. I don't want that.
I know Tyson would do that, but there's a. I did ask him to do a Boba Fett.
So what you're gonna get, I can already tell you. Tyson sent me a preview picture of it. What you're gonna get is just this with a Boba Fett helmet over it, just crudely stamped over it.
Pickle Fett.
And a place to insert batteries so that it vibrates.
See, I will do that now. You see, I will do that now. Now he's gonna be doing it now.
Dom the Crisco Commando.
Damn, man. It's a Crystal Commando.
Crisco Commando. I love it.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
You put that shit out there.
Fett.
You're the one that put it out there.
You know, say something.
That was unsolicited too.
Yeah. No one asked you to share your stories of your odd masturbation habits.
I didn't. I'm just saying, there's different ways of doing things, man. The Lord
Yeah,
knows.
sure.
And I could say in all of
I
my
feel bad
40
if you have if you're freaking goddamn a T-Rex, you can't do shit. How do you do anything if you're a T-Rex?
I could say in all my
That's a good
years of
point.
being able to manually stimulate myself, I never looked at the crease of my elbow in a can of Crisco and said, you know what?
You know what? I'm gonna
Let's
make
have a
something
good
happen
time.
tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Let's
make
have a
something
good
happen.
time.
That crease is looking sexy tonight.
Yeah. Pickled.
You know
flavored
what? Maybe
Crisco.
we're just jealous. Maybe we're just jealous that Dom's arms are long enough to pull that off.
I mean, I smell a sponsorship. I'm sure Crisco sales are hurting.
They are. Yo, Crisco's like fat lard, man. That's my mom used to use
Yeah, there you
Crisco a lot.
Yeah.
Back in
Shortening.
the day.
I don't even want to know what Dom does with bacon up.
Speaking of,
Hey, just imagine we could do a Pam spray. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to know that
Bubble
either.
Okay. Here's the diagram. Dom gets a tarp, lays it out in the hallway. Tons of Crisco, Pam all up in his cheeks, and he just sends it down. He sends that pickle down.
Oh, the pickle
There you
game,
go.
man.
I call that bullet for haulers.
That feels like a Hartman hack to me right there.
There you
Damn
go. Let's
Oh,
have
I
Hartman
Hack for
like that.
discretionary jacking off.
prototype.
You're giving so much stuff for Tyson to do. He's happy about that.
Yeah, let's prototype the Crisco pagan slide.
The pagan slide. Oh boy.
That's yeah.
I've left you speechless. You can't even think about
we've
anything
learned,
else.
Yeah.
We've learned more about Dom in the last 30 minutes than I think we have the entire time he's been on Renovision.
Dom's the new star of the show. Puckered star, little chocolate star.
Oof.
Okay, you guys are like, you can laugh, you can respond instead of just sitting there going, "Whoa."
I said oof.
Hey,
Because you all of a sudden got me thinking about Dom's butthole, and I don't want to think about Dom's butthole.
I don't want you to think about my butthole.
That's Bruce's job to worry about Dom's backside.
Oh man.
Oh man.
I think we're warm. I think we're warm.
Yeah, I think we're beyond war. We're a little bit nuclear there.
What does this have anything to do with comic books? I come on this show.
That's the joy of this show.
Don't start with that, Dom.
Yeah,
Don't
what are
even
you, Marco now?
Don't even start with that.
When you guys gonna start talking about comic books?
Hey, gotta go to PickleCon 2027.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about what we want to talk about. Don't start policing.
Dom's like a filthy MacGyver, man.
I'm the content police over here. We haven't said anything about comic books in the last 5 minutes. I need to see your license and registration.
Ed, I'm starting to think that your wife walks in just because she hears Sam's sultry voice and she wants to know what kind of craziness we're talking about and just walks out of the room. Your wife walked out of the room to go into the kitchen to get a can of Crisco to see if this actually
She's
works.
like, Ed, that sounds like a good idea. I got the tarp right here. Let's grease you up.
Pickles. Let's
Crisco and a rolling pin. We can make it work. I got Crisco, I got a tarp, and I got a rolling pin.
We'll put Dom's theory to the test. All right. Well, now that we're thoroughly warmed up, let's get into some news, shall we?
Now that we're all as bricked up as Matt was before his groin surgery.
Yep. There you go.
Exactly. I wish I would have had a can of Crisco right there.
Hey, move that up. That wants to be moved up. He goes, move me up.
You probably have a milking table in your garage too, don't you, Dom?
I don't have a garage, man. I have an apartment, man. So I might have something in the
refrigerator. It's on the balcony.
Yeah, your milking table in the balcony.
That's the fire escape.
Let me ask you, Dom, do you know what a milking table is, Dom?
A milking table is I think it's a massage table.
Have you ever seen the bottle that hamsters drink out of?
Yeah.
Okay, imagine that, but you're the bottle.
Yeah, you're pretty close with the a massage table, but instead of the hole being where the face is, think of the hole being in the groin section.
Okay, hey,
you learned something new.
Hey, learn something new every day. I have a line of cows, listen, there's a new thing now. I can make some money. You know, friggin' hamster bottles.
Said if Ed's wife thinks the show is off the handles, she should see what reels he sends innocent strangers.
Yeah, just go through Ed's personal messages on Instagram. Stay clear of those.
The wife is gonna taste like gherkins today. Oh man!
Hey,
all right,
well, that's not nice. She's a nice lady.
On that note. We're going to get a new warning label on the can of Crisco that says not to be used for discretionary jacking off.
Please don't put this in your elbow.
No,
I bet you Dom uses cornstarch in his fucking pants to get through the hot, humid summers in New York, too.
When you use pancake batter, man. You make the pancake batter.
Pancake batter.
She's retired.
That way,
yeah.
That way, by the time you get home, you're ready for breakfast.
Dip your nuts in some oil and make some
breakfast burrito, baby.
All right.
Get some gooch cakes. Dom's gooch cakes.
Gooch cakes. That's nice. That's actually there you go. That sounds like a plan.
They drip right into the oil like a funnel cake.
Ooh.
All right, that was crossing the line even for me. I gotta dial it back. I almost threw up.
You just ruined a delicious fair dessert for everyone.
Yeah.
Because now all you're gonna see when you go get it, you're gonna see the funnel cake truck, and you're gonna just think of Dom just fucking copping a squat over some hot oil, just pivoting his.
Because try Dom's gooch cakes.
Yeah.
And you have some
Okay.
insight.
All
You
right.
have some
Sorry.
insight.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry about that one, gentlemen.
Last time we got the image of Dom flying away as he's helicopter dicking, and now we got fucking Gooch funnel
Gooch
cake.
cakes.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Dom's the Swiss Army knife of our creativity.
He's a man.
There's a lot of money, yeah. There's a lot of money to be made, man. A lot of money.
We got the word that Gen V, the Boys spinoff, is being canceled after 2 seasons. The Boys spinoff Gen V has been canceled by Prime Video after 2 seasons. The news was expected, and it comes 6 months after season 2 launched on the streaming service. The writing was on the wall for the series when one of its leads, Ash Gurman, booked a series regular role on another streaming show, Paramount Plus's Frisco King. Gen V was renewed for season 2 halfway through season 1. The tragic death of star Janet Perdomo led to a significant delay in production after the second batch of episodes underwent major rewrites. Both seasons received positive reviews. Season 1 had a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes compared to season 2's 91%. But as it typical with streaming platforms, viewership and numbers are unknown. Ultimately, season 2 didn't quite soar in the same way as its predecessor. Are any of you guys watching The Boys, the final season of The Boys?
Nope.
I have to watch.
I barely watched the first season.
You're all part of the problems. You're all part of the problems of why these shows aren't doing well.
No, well, you know what it is. When you have to do rewrites and you have to do tragedy happens, people die, and that's the sad thing, that the one lead died in the and apparently a lot of people who watch the show love that kid. It's like he was like one of the best parts of the show. Same thing like with Euphoria. You had the main kid, died, so you had 3 people that actually died from that show. So once that happens, it's hard to capture that magic again.
See you later, Sam. Thanks for coming, Sam. I enjoyed Gen V too, Tyson. I enjoyed both seasons. My wife liked it too. The Boys season 5 has been kind of mid so far.
How many episodes are you getting of season 5?
Right now I want to see it's on 4 or 5.
How many? 8 episodes? Was it 8?
I'm not sure, but they're already saying that the series finale is going to be underwhelming and that it was supposed to roll into Gen V, and now the Gen V's canceled. They're saying blame Gen V for the sorry season 5 ending already, and we're not even there yet, so it's not very.
They're not promising when they start.
It's not promising.
Start doing that before the season is over with. It's crazy. I said I went to go try a Crisco maneuver. Oh god.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Sam did go to ASU. So.
I did try it, but I dislocated my shoulder, so I had to give it a rest.
It's not for the faint of heart. Remember that.
It's tough. It's tough.
You really got to stretch. You got to get that deep stretch before you do it.
You have to get that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go see the chiropractor before I give this a go.
You got to make sure that your pelvic bone is in the right formation when you squat down, and you got to twist to open it up, and that's how you get it going. Yeah. That being said,
Arrivederci, Gen V.
Well, wasn't this supposed to spin off into something?
We hardly knew you.
Wasn't Soldier Boy supposed to get his own series?
He is. So they're getting a prequel series that's coming in 2027 called Vought Rising.
Okay.
That's about Soldier Boy.
Okay.
But I don't even know. I honestly think that I like Gen V. I didn't care for the Boys cartoon. I think once the next couple episodes of the Boys are out and season 5 is done and the Boys main show is done, I'm probably done with this universe as well. I don't really care to watch Vought Rising. But Sam is glistening just a bit.
Thank you. Love that shortening.
But moving on, it pays not to pirate and share stuff that you illegally obtained. As the Legend of Aang, the Last Airbender leak forced an arrest, and he faces up to 7 years behind bars. Vanity is reporting that a 26-year-old has been arrested for leaking the upcoming Avatar movie, The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender, ahead of its planned October release on Paramount Plus. The suspect was apprehended in Singapore, of all places, confirming that the leak did not come from within the studio. Instead, the man is said to have somehow gained unauthorized remote access to a media server where he downloaded the film before distributing it online. Singapore police have seized electronic devices, one of which included a digital copy of The Legend of Avatar, or The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender. It sounds like an open and shut case, and local law means this person is facing a maximum of 7 years in prison and or a potential fine of up to $50,000. Paramount will almost certainly look to take legal action that's likely to leave the leaker financially destitute.
That's but didn't we've had issues in the past of people leaking stuff and pirating of TV shows and movies and stuff like that. It's been a while since somebody's done this, right? I know it happens all the time, but it seems like it's been a while since we had big like this.
There was one not too long ago where the guy was holding like a ransom or something. I think it was for either HBO or something where they said they had their series. They were going to drop it online for free.
What? Yeah, I forgot what that was. I heard it. Yeah, I remember that. I just can't remember what show it was for.
I mean, they released I'm a huge fan of the Avatar: Last Airbender, and I've already watched the movie. They released the entire thing on Twitter. I watched it. I thought it was pretty mid.
You're the problem.
I can see why they chose to, because it was originally supposed to be a theatrical release. I can see why they chose to switch it from theatrical to Paramount Plus, because it is pretty mid. It's kind of just a
but you see
rehash and different telling of a season 3 of The Legend of Korra in a lot of ways. So it just
we're gonna get more of this.
The two avatars.
Streaming services are gonna get much more of these movies. They're gonna be playing on the streaming services. It's been happening, and down the road, the movie business is definitely gonna cease to remain in a couple of years from now. Because if the streaming services get more and more, the technology gets better and better. And they look at Netflix. Netflix has a lot of money. They make a lot of money. But
I guess the problem is it's still, going to the theater is still a way for these movies to make money. The even like on demand or pay-per-view. I don't think I don't know how many people actually use that anymore. $10 to watch a movie when you can go see it for maybe $6 at a matinee.
Negative, Sarath, you do not.
And apparently since the pandemic, movies still haven't picked up since before the pandemic.
And that goes to show like how much of a visionary Kyle was, because we got many argument about like that, and I was like, "There's no way." He was like, I would rather watch a movie from home. I'll go sit at home and watch a movie. If I could just rent the new release movie at home and watch it. And I was like, no, like going to the theater is a spectacle. You're not, and people are never going to give that out. They're going to love it. And now that's the case. People would rather watch this shit at home. TVs are big enough now where they'd rather watch this shit at home.
They got a 100-inch television in Costco.
Yeah,
100-inch television.
They do. Every time I walk past it, I go to my wife. I'm like, we need one of those.
And you know how much it is? The 100-inch is only like $700, dude. I would love to buy it. I have no room to put it, but I would have to take the wall off over there and put it up on the wall right there and have it sit here and watch everything from here. But yeah, it's like people rather be. Look, I'll be honest, ever since the pandemic, I'd rather be home. Like after work, I get frustrated going to the gym. After a certain time, I want to get in and out, and I don't want to freaking be there forever. I want to go home, and I want to relax. I'd rather go home and relax and watch TV instead of going out and dealing with all these people. There's just too many people out there, and people are pain. I hate people, and I really do, because people just don't know how to act. There's just so much going on. I just rather be home in quietness and watching the show myself.
Well, I mean, you go to Costco, so that's like the perfect place to go if you want to realize how spatially unaware people are.
Oh, no, let me tell you something. In Jersey, you have a Costco that gets packed. I got so overwhelmed in there, I had to leave. But if you go to BJ's and you go there, it's half the people that were in Costco because for some reason they don't go there, and it's much quieter. But dude, Costco is a fucking headache. Costco reminds me of San Diego Comic Con. Freaking that, and San Diego Comic Con is freaking a spectacle. And of course, I was overwhelmed so much. We have to do it again. I'm going again this year. So kind of
because it's like once it gets hooks in you, there's no letting you go.
And look, and then next year, if I do somehow get the tickets for Star Wars Celebration, that's going to be crazy. 50th anniversary, man. That's going to be another fucking crazy freaking show. But yeah,
but they the Celebration, from what I remember, they have a cap for how many people per day.
And that's when Dom's going to debut his pickle fett costume.
That's it.
It's still a big number, but yeah.
They call me the Pickle Archer.
Pickle
Archer. Oh, that hurt. I just did that. Dude, don't get old, man.
Yeah.
Too much arm movement for Dom tonight.
Yeah, man.
What's your shoulder injury about? Oh, it's an old Crisco injury. You wouldn't understand. James Gunn explains how Clayface fits into the DCU after the body horror trailer. Did you guys watch the teaser for Clayface?
Yeah, actually, looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looked good.
It looked pretty good.
Matt didn't like it.
I guess I'm the only one that didn't like it.
Well, it's just a teaser. Maybe you like it later on. Hey, look, sometimes the teasers don't do anything, but it's interesting, you know. But wasn't this supposed to be the movie where Batman shows up? That they're going to have Batman make an appearance in this?
Dude, that's what I feel like this movie is. I feel like this movie is, it's just the Joker all over again. It's going to feel like the Joker all over again, where they're going to try and make this story set in a Batman world without Batman being connected to it.
Mm-hmm.
No, but wasn't Batman supposed to be in this? That was the rumor at one time that Batman was supposed to make his
this
new
and it's interesting to me that they're going with Matt Hagen's the second Clayface as the main character, but they're kind of giving him Basil's backstory, being
it's kind of a mix,
the actor.
Mm-hmm.
So it does look mad. I agree, Zaggy.
Oh, you know what? Listen, like I said,
I mean, I need to see a full trailer before I say I don't like it, but I wasn't impressed by the teaser.
All right, you know
like,
what? This is the type of movie you wait to go home to watch. So when
you wait to go home to watch.
You watch it at home.
Not me, BK, in the privacy of my own home.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'll go see it in theaters, but I hope he does the whole shape-shifting thing and he becomes the big menace that we're used to, and it's not just like his face drips when he's sad or his, I don't know, expression. I'm not a big fan of body horror either, so like
well, the House of Wax, remember that horror flick back in the day?
Yeah, that was great movie.
Yeah.
But the first trailer for Clayface was released earlier this week, and it's clearly a different kind of comic book movie set in Gotham City before the events of Superman. We're getting a full-blown body horror explanation for how this member of Batman's Rogues Gallery comes to be. Alternatively, the movie may explain how Matt Hogan's apparent successor, the monster's Clayface, last seen dying at Frankenstein's hands and the Creature Commandos, was created after the scarred actor presumably served as a guinea pig. We'll see the DC Studio CEO, James Gunn, has now taken to Instagram and shared some insight into Clayface's place in the wider DCU. He also elaborated on the comic that have inspired his decisions to greenlight projects like this one. Since the release of Clayface's trailer, people have asked me, how is this going to work? One universe, different feels and genres, Gunn wrote. My answer is just like in the comics, where different creative voices and visions inspire each project. Each story has purpose within itself outside of all the others. The Man of Tomorrow, Helmer continued, but another part of the fun can be when seemingly desperate strands come from together in an elegant way. Is Gunn hinting at his plans for the DCU with the artwork shared in his post? We won't bank on that. The filmmaker is using them to illustrate how seemingly, despite genres, can come together in the world of comics, whether it's Batman meeting Elmer Fudd or Superman teaming up with Sergeant Rock. So while Clayface may seem like an odd fit for a world David Cornsweet's Man of Steel and Justice Gang call home. Gunn is instead taking full advantage of the DC universe's uniqueness to tell a vast array of stories. The filmmaker will, however, have to brace himself for fans going into this movie expecting an appearance from Batman or something that sets up Batman the Brave and the Bold.
You know,
This is going to be a secret sequel to M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender.
Yikes! It's just going to be
you know, I actually thought
in
that
Madame Tussauds in the Wax Museum.
What DC should have did, what Warner Bros. Should have did with DC, have different projects, and just not have a connective tissue to all the other shows or movies and stuff like that, and just
Yes, I was, sir. That's on a roll tonight.
Yeah, you know, and have that and make
him Crisco because he's on Dom's roll.
Yeah, now everything's gonna be Crisco now. It was pickles, now it's Crisco. It's great.
Crisco Commando.
Still Commando. If you made like just single movies of characters and stuff like that, that could work. And you know, I don't know. Clayface, like people.
This is cool.
No, this is good. I like this, but a lot of people that know just Batman, they don't know certain villains. You know, the Joker. You know, I know you put it out there, Clayface. You put out the characters, the absurd characters from the Rogue Gallery of Batman. People either are going to turn away, or you'll get the diehards that know and see it. But like individual projects, like, well, this is supposed to be, wasn't this supposed to be an individual project to begin with, or they changed it last minute?
No, it was. But I think the bigger question is, does this movie tackle the same themes as a movie like The Substance, or Beauty, the series Beauty on FX? If they tackle the same type of themes and kind of devices, are they going to do it better as the comic book tie-in? If you think back to like Everything Everywhere All at Once went up against Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness, and I don't know if everybody felt this way, but I felt like Everything Everywhere All at Once tackled multiversal concepts way better than Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
100%.
Yeah, true.
Because Doctor Strange, even though it's titled Multiverse of Madness, all he really did was fall through the multiverse more than you actually saw any action in the multiverse. So,
well, and so is this movie going to suffer because of body horror movies like The Substance that have preceded it, that basically are setting up very similar themes? You know.
Well, I think that's why they're hoping that the whole being set in the Batman mythos is going to give it that little something extra that makes it stand apart. But I'm afraid it's just going to be the Joker with a different villain in the title role instead.
Well, I don't know. This has a chance of being a great movie if they do the horror aspect to it, like the House of Wax. Because I liked the House of Wax back in the day, the original House of Wax. You know, that was some scary shit. If they could do some stuff like that.
And now it's the House of Crisco.
What happened?
So now it's the House of Crisco.
Completely different feel of that one.
Exactly. Now, if they get the horror aspect to this, then it could probably it could get the treads and really take off and resonate with some fans.
Dom used to be a member of the 2000s R&B group Drew Hill, but they had to choose between Crisco or Cisco. It was a hard decision. They chose wrong. This is a hard decision, right, Seth?
Seth, man. Good tonight, man. Good today.
Seth's on a roll.
Yes, he is.
He is.
Yep. I mean, see what you get here, Dom. You get jokes, or you can sit on the qualified and listen to Jedi talk about Vampirella for 20 minutes.
I really like the way this this Vaporella suit accentuates the nipples.
Hey, the black suit.
Oh, you were watching last night. Oh, good.
Jedi's like, I find the most erotic part of the woman is the boobies.
And Joe's like, I disagree. It is the feet.
The feet.
And Ryan Reynolds suggests Deadpool solo movies might be dead. Deadpool is a pretty funny guy, that's no question. According to Ryan Reynolds, he's also a guy that's great in a group. After Deadpool and Wolverine came out in 2024, we've since been wondering when the hilarious foul-mouthed anti-hero would make his return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Ryan Reynolds, in an interview with Willie Geist from Sunday Today, gave a little insight. It seems almost certain that Deadpool will be back. However, it was probably not going to be with another solo movie. In fact, we might never, ever get another standalone Deadpool movie again. On Sunday, April 19th, Reynolds sat down with Geese to talk about his many businesses, such as Wrexham AFC, Maximum Effort, Mint Mobile, his relationship with Blake Lively, and the upcoming 50th birthday. The actor also shared an update on the return of the masked superhero, revealing that Deadpool's solo film run might very well be dead. I have stuff written, Reynolds told Geist. I don't think I'm ever going to center him again. He's a supporting character. He's a guy that's great in a group, so no Deadpool 4 then. If Ryan Reynolds is to be believed, then it's sounding like the answer is probably a hard no. That only raises one other question. Will Deadpool return in Avengers Doomsday? But if you believe the spoilers, you already know the answer to that. While nothing has been officially confirmed, rumors have been running rampant that Deadpool will be back to join the X-Men or the Avengers in Doomsday. However, Reynolds has denied the rumors, but history shows that you can't really know anything for sure until that happens. The sad part here is Ryan Reynolds, and I don't think anybody told you, is you work for Disney now. So whether you want to do a Deadpool movie or not, a solo Deadpool movie, it's not up to you anymore. It's up to what the House of Mouse wants. So if you're Disney overlord, say, squeeze your ass back in that red suit and we're going to do a Deadpool solo film and we're going to have somebody else write it, you're shit out of luck, partner.
No, but I actually think they looked at the solo films and then they looked at what Wolverine and Deadpool did. They kind of said, you know what, have them have a be a team, a buddy movie, a team movie, interact with other heroes instead of just being a standalone movie. That might be more. You see, that's another thing too. Is I'm still waiting to see Deadpool in a PG-13 movie, or like a regular Disney movie, like Punisher's coming to Spider-Man: Brand New Day. I want to see how they're gonna have Deadpool in a regular Disney movie, like cursing or saying "funk this," and like he could beep it every time there's a beep every time he talks, which would be funny. But until we see that,
You're going to see it in the opening scenes of Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah, I know. Of what they say. Well, he's supposed to be teaming up with Tobey Maguire and Hugh Jackman for the beginning, going to the TVA. I know after Tobey Maguire's world gets destroyed with the X-Men. Look, just being in that Deadpool still will be great. You don't need another standalone movie. I think just have him team up, show up. He should be the new Stan Lee, if you really think about it. Show up in all the Marvel movies and just like show up and have like an appearance in all of them. Just keep the trend going, what Stan Lee used to do in movies.
So essentially, you want Deadpool to be the cranberry juice of the Marvel universe, where everything's just got cranberry juice, like in the 2000s, where it's like cranberry grape, cranberry strawberry, cranberry orange juice.
Hey, sugar-free cranberry.
Everything's gonna be a Deadpool movie because he's in all the movies.
He sells merchandise. That just imagine when he gets with Spider-Man, when they make a Spider-Man Deadpool movie, all those books are gonna go up. The Spider-Man Deadpool series that people want, So
Tom wants cran grape.
Cran grape? Actually, cran raspberry.
Cran raspberry.
Yeah. Cran raspberry. Raspberries. The cranberry Crisco. Oh, Jesus.
That just sounds like diarrhea waiting to happen there.
They're gonna have me holding a Crisco can now, dressed as a pickle.
Probably. I wouldn't put it past anybody.
Yep.
You did it to yourself, Dominic.
I didn't do it to myself. I just made a comment, and it came out, and you ran along with it, and now it's part of the. It's part of the whole.
It's part of the lore. It's part
lore
of the
now.
Dom lore. That's how we come up with lore. Is we riff, and then whatever's funny sticks. Okay, like the Crisco on your elbow.
That's it. You know, the Geek, put them away because I think that's going to happen sooner than later, man. I think after Secret Wars, we're going to be getting a lot of different movies. And look, believe it or not, I think Marvel is actually in a really good state. And like I said, the money makers are right here. Deadpool makes money. And you may not have the standalone movie, but you put him in other movies, he's still going to sell. And Deadpool's Deadpool.
Yeah, I mean, he's a draw no matter what. But like I said, I don't think just the way Ryan Reynolds is putting it, he makes it sound like he's got a choice when he works for the House of Mouse. And as we all know, if they want him to do another Deadpool movie, well, Homeboy's going to be doing another solo Deadpool
movie. They said, we'll hold that thought. You know, maybe he asked. Because look, regardless of the fact, he's making bank. So, you know, I'll just sit back and say, you know what, just put me in anything you want me to be in, because whatever movie he's in is going to make bank.
Or there's another possibility, which is that he's negotiating. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if another solo Deadpool movie is happening because they haven't offered me enough money yet.
Yep.
I got all these other businesses going on, and if they really want me to come be doing a solo Deadpool movie, producing a solo Deadpool movie, they should be paying me a lot more money.
Now listen, at the current rate of things going, you can have an AI freaking Deadpool running around. That's the way things are going. You know, they're trying to make movies and get rid of the paying the actors and make AI stuff. The AI shit's getting crazier and crazier. So that movie with Val Kilmer that's coming out, fully AI movie.
That's crazy. That one right there is crazy.
You know, so that's the next evolution to all these movies and the money. Like, yeah, they'll bank, but I think the way things are going, you don't need Deadpool out of his costume. You could have somebody else behind the mask and somebody else cracking jokes. You know, I know Ryan Reynolds is a funny guy, but
you mean like the Mandalorian, like they do with the Mandalorian?
Yeah,
they only have Pedro in the
in
the suit when they need to actually have him on screen.
Yeah, exactly. Like the movie now coming out, he's his mask is going to be off a couple of times, and you're going to see his face. Well, see, Val, I don't think Val gave permission. I think his family.
His family did.
Gave permission. Because Val didn't realize that they were going to do that, but the family gave permission to see him on screen again. My fucking wrist.
Jesus, Dom.
Nah, dude, right here, right in the bone area. It keeps cracking. Fucking.
You might want to get that checked.
Yeah, no, it's a jam. Because working out when I was picking up the weight, I just felt like a kind of a like when you pop something. But it's
well done.
Yep.
That was sound of the Crisco can opening.
Yeah. Fucking guy.
You know you're in for it when even Styx is busting on you. Even Styx has got jokes tonight, boys.
I know. Everybody's got jokes, man. It's all good shit. Nah, but you know, like I said, we'll see what happens. I don't even think Disney needs a solo Deadpool movie anymore. You know, they just make bank on Deadpool regardless of the fact of what he's in. So now I would like to see a trilogy of Spider-Man Deadpool. Like I said before, show me that. I'll take that.
Oh, I think you'll get that.
Eventually. You'll probably get it in the 2030s, maybe. 2040. Hey, because right now the 20s are almost over. You got too much other shit coming out, so.
Man, why you got to talk like that?
Sounds like 100 years from now.
right? He makes everyone
It's closer
sound
than you actually think, man, which is crazy.
makes everyone sound crazy old. Bastard. But
Hopefully, I'm retired by then.
Well, so am I. All right, Sam.
Oh, all right.
yeah, it's time. That's it for our news. It's time to hand things over to Sam for that big news in anime. Watch your ears, people. All right, Sam, hit us with that anime goodness and tell us what is thy big news in anime this week.
All right. First up is some spec manga news.
Oh, yeah.
Logan Paul, the big Logan Paul went out and bought 2 first appearances graded. So you got Luffy's first appearance in Shonen Jump magazine, and then Goku's
Luffy
first
D
appearance.
Monkey, right? Luffy D Monkey.
Luffy D Monkey. Like, I Show Speed said it right. He's like, dude, you don't know anything about One Piece. And he came on to Twitter later and he was like, oh, the reception or the response to my buying these has been overwhelmingly positive. And then it got community noted and it said, no, it wasn't. Yeah.
It should have said all pickle. It should have said all pickle. It should have said all pickle on the freaking thing instead of all vegetable.
But yeah, he spent $550,000 for these 2 pieces. They are available ungraded for far less, but I think he went to the Golden Auction site and that's what he spent on them.
Yeah, dude, he's got money, man.
What's that?
I'm saying he got money, man. He got, it's just I love when people go out and they can just buy whatever they want to buy. It's like it sucks because I know, like the regular guy like us, work hard, we do our thing, and we still won't be able to buy these books.
So how does that make? That's the big question. Is how does it make you feel to see some blonde douchey dude go out and buy stuff that you like, that he knows nothing about these stories. Maybe he knows a little bit of Dragon Ball, but he doesn't know anything about One Piece. And I Show Speed was like, dude, you don't know anything about One Piece. One Piece saved my life. You don't know anything about One Piece. You're just out here for the clout. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's true.
But I mean, people are wanting him to do for manga what he did for the Pokemon landscape because he bought this Pikachu illustrator card and he's got it's the only one that's like a 10 or something like that, and he sold it for like $16 million. So he's single-handedly blown up the Pokemon landscape. So they're hoping that now that he's getting into manga, he's going to do the same thing there.
It's like, look, that's what everything. A lot of people buy stuff that you like that they know nothing about. And they're like, hey, look, you just had to sell the Boba Fett, rocket firing Boba Fett, $1.3 million. Someone bought. Record breaking for Boba Fett. That I would never own. I would love to have. But the money, how is this money generated? It's either a corporation or people who have a lot of money that freaking have unlimited amount of money they can spend. Because think about it. You bought these 2 comics. $500,000. That money you could buy a friggin' house, a nice house, a nice car, go on a fucking long ass around the world vacation a couple of times. He's buying the comics.
At least 1 can of Crisco along the way.
Exactly. An expensive can of Crisco. But think about it. He bought these for $550K. When he sells them, he'll probably get close to $2 million.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if he'll get that much because he's not like he's doing okay with some of these, but he also has been duped. Like he also bought a Pokemon card that was fake, and it cost him $5 million.
The box
He also spent millions on an NFT that is now worth $150. So, like, he's an idiot. He's an idiot. He gets lucky sometimes, but he's really stupid.
Well, here he had the chain that his the dude that beat his brother. I know probably the whole dude thing going to the pawn shop with the guy. He goes, "I'll give you 30 grand for it." He was looking for $1 million. The guy goes, "I'll give you 30 grand," and took it. It was a chain. Like he spent all this money on a lot of things. You know what? Like he don't give a shit about money because he has a lot of money coming to him, and that's the thing. I would love to have disposable cash like that, but okay. But you know what? Like I said, he bought those books. Those books would probably be a lot more valuable. And he bought them out of spite. He bought them because iShowSpeed said, "You know nothing about it." He goes, "Yeah, watch," and bought the books.
Now it was the other way around. It's the other way around.
Oh, okay.
He bought the book, and then iShowSpeed said he didn't know anything about it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so okay, sorry.
Well, yeah, because he recorded a video about talking about it, and he kept calling him
Luffy.
Monkey or
Luffy
Luffy
D.
D.
Monkey.
Monkey
Huh.
instead of Monkey D. Luffy. That's like calling Son Goku San.
Hey, Nerdy Geek, yeah, try to sell him Nectar #1. See if he buys it.
So dumb. Anyway, you don't have to spend $500,000 to enjoy these stories. They are available, all the way back to the very first issue. You can get online, use the Shonen Jump app, the Manga Plus app, and catch up on back issues. So these stories are available.
Yeah, it's not about the stories; it's about the first appearances of it, because they say that Shonen Jump is technically the first appearance of Monkey D. Luffy and the cast of One Piece, because it has the first volume of One Piece, or the first chapter of One Piece in it. And I think it's the same thing with the
So how much is a raw copy? If those, well, that's a 9.0 and 9.2. That's high copies. What's the raw going for? If those sold for 5K, 550K, how much is the raw copies going for?
I think they average between 10 and 20,000.
Okay.
I mean, that's
still
for a normal plebe like us, that's not really obtainable.
Yeah, that's still exactly 20 grand.
I mean,
and that's only recent. I mean, it wasn't that high until One Piece kind of blew up in the last 2 years. Like it's gone really big in the last 2 years.
And now Logan Paul putting his mitts on those, make it a little bit more valuable.
It's just gonna get worse.
I mean, I think the only one in here that has that kind of money is probably Styx, since he's an attorney at life law.
Yeah,
that's right.
True.
But
if you have a solid retainer, you could put me on retainer.
Hey, I got to start selling a lot of Crisco to get myself this money.
You're
Let's move to the next slide. All right, so My Hero Academia has one more episode they're going to drop. It's called More. It's going to be airing May 2nd, and this will be the finale, not the grand finale, but the kind of like the post-climactic wrap-up episode, kind of showing where everybody's at between the finale that we saw in season 8 and then the actual end of the series. So if you're a fan of My Hero Academia, if you watched the series finale, this is kind of the wrap-up episode after the fact. And it will be airing on Crunchyroll. All right, and then we'll go to the next one. So series Akane Banashi, which is one of the hottest new manga, is going to be dropping on Netflix on May 17th. That's when you'll get English subtitles and English dub.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right now, it's not available in the U.S. It's just airing on Japanese broadcast television. So it's not available in the U.S. on any of the major streaming platforms because Netflix bought the rights, and they're going to be launching on May 17th.
Hey, so Sam, is there a long list of novels of this too? Like they have a lot of stories on this.
So I'm trying to think what chapter it's on. I want to say it's in the hundreds. This is a series that centers on a Japanese performance art called Rakugo, which is like story. It's just storytelling.
Okay.
And it centers on the main character's name is Akane, and she is trying to basically redeem her father, who was a Rakugo performer, and he gets fired right in the first episode or the first chapter. He gets kicked out of Rakugo, expelled from Rakugo forever. And so she's on a quest to kind of redeem him and figure out why he got expelled and fulfill his dreams, basically becoming a Rakugo. They have different levels, and it's like the top level of Rakugo performer. So it's a fun series. It's a really different type of series. You know, most of shonen is like battle manga, and they have battles, but it's like who can tell the better story, who's got the better imagination, who's got the better delivery. And the way that they do it is really different because it's a visual medium where Rakugo is a auditory medium where you're listening. And so the way that they kind of portray the auditory stuff through the visual medium of manga is really fascinating to me. And it's also fascinating to a lot of other people because it's doing very well as far as these new series go. It's really tough for a manga series to get past the third volume, and it's like on volume 20. It's been doing really well.
Yeah, freaking Netflix, man. Netflix is really paving the way for all the anime.
Yeah, they've really doubled down on anime. They realize that that's a good keeps people's eyeballs on Netflix.
There's a lot of fans. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of out there.
Now one more slide for news, and then we'll hit to the Chainsaw Man. The Reze arc movie is going to be airing on Crunchyroll beginning April 30th, which is just this week. And you're going to be able to watch the Reze arc, which was a fantastic movie. Oh, so good. It's so devastating. I don't know if any of you guys watched it, but it was fantastic. Chainsaw Man in part one is really, really good, and Reze arc is probably the best of part one. It's gonna take a different turn after the Reze arc, but if you haven't watched it, you want to check it out. You're gonna have a good chance this week when it lands on Crunchyroll for sure. And then we've got a manga spotlight, which is One Piece.
Apparently, we don't.
Ah, dang! It didn't put the slides up. But One Piece introduced its primary villain. After almost 1,200 chapters, they dropped the actual villain appeared in the pages of One Piece. It'll probably be one of those chapters that ends up getting sold. One of those magazines that ends up getting sold at auction for thousands of dollars. But,
and Logan Paul by.
Yeah. The villain's name is Emu, and Emu is kind of an immortal being from I don't know how many years ago, but it could be at least 800 years old that Emu is. And Emu has like a very devil-like design, horns, black angel wings, eyes kind of all over. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's the design. And we don't really know much about this character other than they're very powerful, very mysterious, and they have a very cool design. There is some trepidation because if you were fans of Naruto also ended with the introduction of this kind of like godlike ancient entity called Kaguya. And It didn't really end in a very satisfying way. Naruto was a long-running series. It ended in 2016. And fans were hoping for something different. But it was kind of like, this ancient story that had to kind of wrap up in order in the author's eyes. And it was kind of like a cheap way out. But all these stories draw inspiration from the Monkey King story Into the West, where you have this monkey and he starts out fighting and beating up other monkeys, and then he becomes the Monkey King, and then he gets some godlike powers, and he ends up fighting all the gods in Shinto, and then eventually he takes on the Buddha, and he's fighting the Buddha, and he's punching Buddha in the face, and Buddha's offering him these challenges that he can't defeat, and then he gets some humility. So shonen series tend to start with a very humble beginning, and then by the end, the main character is punching God in the face. And that's what you're seeing right now in the Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War. You saw that in Dragon Ball. You saw that in Naruto. It's a very common trope where it starts small and then eventually they're fighting with the deities of the world. But sorry, the slides didn't upload for some reason, but you can check it out in the pages of Shonen Jump. All right, I don't have any new Fidel news, and I don't have any new clips. So we'll just move forward.
All right, that brings us into a mega character matchup. This might potentially be our final mega character matchup here, because I just kind of feel like this segment's kind of getting stale unless we can upgrade it with AI. I've been trying to mess around with that. Hasn't been going so well. But we'll see. We have Apocalypse versus Wanda, Scarlet Witch. Sam, remind the people about Scarlet Witch, if you will.
Of course. So she's got an 80 out of 100 for intelligence, a 20 out of 100, not very impressive, for strength, 30 out of 100 for speed. Durability is on a physical level is 40, but on a magical level is 95. She has 100 out of 100 for energy projection, 60 out of 100 for combat skill. Her stamina is 85 out of 100. Agility is 40. Reflexes are 70. Reality warping is 100. Chaos Magic Mastery is 95. Telepathy, Telekinesis 85. And Hex Probability Manipulation 100. So 3 100s out of her stats, and then 195. So 295. So she's very, very powerful. All right, then we'll take a look at Apocalypse. I don't know how to say Zombie Apocalypse. All right, he's got a 95 out of 100 for intelligence. He's a genius level strategist, master geneticist. He has thousands of years of knowledge. He's a 95 out of 100 for strength. He can reach class 100 plus through molecular manipulation. He rivals the Hulk. He's got 70 out of 100 for speed. Not a speedster, but can enhance his speed and teleport. He's got 100 out of 100 for durability. He's near invulnerable, can regenerate, harden his body, or become energy. His energy projection is 95. Celestial enhanced blast, molecular disruption beams, and concussive force. His combat skill is 85. He's got millennia of combat experience, master of ancient and modern fighting styles. His stamina is 100. He's effectively limitless, can fight for days without tiring. His agility is a 60, which is still high, but he can enhance his agility, but usually relies on power, not finesse. He has 80 out of 100 for reflexes. Enhanced reflexes can adapt to opponents mid-fight. His telepathy is 85. Strong telepathic resistance and offensive capability. Telekinesis is 90. He can lift massive structures, create shields, and manipulate matter. His molecular manipulation is 100. His signature ability can reshape his body, weapons, density, and size. And a regeneration of 95 out of 100 can rebuild limbs, organs, or entire body sections. And he has technopathy, celestial tech mastery of 90 out of 100, can interface with and control celestial technology. So he's also got 300s, but he also has a lot more 95s on his list. So this is going to be a tough matchup.
All right. The scenario.
All right, let's check it out. All right. The end and the chaos. We're in the ruins of Genosha. A massive surge of ancient mutant energy erupts beneath the ruins of Genosha. Scarlet Witch arrives to stabilize the chaotic magical fractures spreading across the island. But she is not alone. A colossal figure rises from beneath the earth. En Sabanur, Apocalypse himself, awakened by the magical disturbance. His voice echoes across the broken city. Chaos Witch, you tamper with forces older than your bloodline. Wanda floats above the rubble, eyes glowing red. And you threaten a world that isn't yours to shape. The clash begins. Apocalypse grows to a towering height, stone armor forming around him. He fires a barrage of concussive energy blasts, molecular disruption beams, telekinetic shock waves. And Wanda blocks the first wave with a hex shield, but the second shatters it. She's thrown through a collapsed building. Apocalypse teleports behind her and grabs her by the throat, draining her life force. Wanda gasps. His power is ancient, overwhelming, and brutally direct. But she twists probability around his hand, forcing his grip to fail. She escapes in a burst of red light. Apocalypse smiles. Good. Fight. Wanda unleashes chaos magic that bends gravity, warps the ground into spirals. It turns Apocalypse's stone armor into molten dust. Molten dust. That's kind of a weird thing. I never thought of that. Collapses probability around his next attack. Apocalypse counters by restructuring his own molecules, adapting to her magic. His body becomes a fluid metal, then hardened obsidian, then pure energy. He reforms behind her and slams her with a telekinetic hammer blow that cracks the island floor. Wanda coughs blood. Apocalypse is too durable, too adaptable, too ancient. She realizes she cannot overpower him with raw force. She must rewrite the rules. Apocalypse levitates, drawing power from the ley lines beneath Genosha. His aura becomes blinding blue. He grows wings of energy. His voice shakes the island. I am evolution. You are an anomaly. He fires a planet-cracking beam of celestial energy. Wanda raises both hands, his hex magic spiraling into a crimson vortex. The beam hits. The island trembles. The sea splits. Wanda is driven to her knees. Apocalypse presses harder. Kneel, witch. Wanda whispers. No. Wanda's eyes turn white. She stops fighting Apocalypse's power. She rewrites it. Chaos magic floods the battlefield, altering the fundamental rules of Apocalypse's abilities. His molecular control becomes unstable. His energy form flickers. His telekinesis collapses. His adaptive physiology begins mutating uncontrollably. Apocalypse roars, trying to reassert control. Impossible! I am eternal! Wanda floats upward, surrounded by a storm of red sigils. Not today. She unleashes a reality collapse hex, not to kill him, but to banish him outside the physical realm, sealing him in a pocket dimension where his powers cannot adapt. Apocalypse reaches out as the dimension closes. Which, this is not the end. Portal snaps shut. Silence. Wanda collapses to her knees, exhausted but victorious.
Hey, Wanda wins.
Wanda wins. Apocalypse can adapt to almost anything, but not to the rules of reality being rewritten. Wanda's chaos magic bypasses durability, molecular control, and energy form. Apocalypse's power is vast, but bounded by physics. Wanda's is not. Wanda doesn't overpower him. She changes the conditions of the fight. She seals him in a dimension where adaptation is impossible. Apocalypse's best moments include overpowering Wanda physically and magically early on, forcing her to escalate to full chaos magic, and nearly crushing her with his celestial energy. But once Wanda stops playing by the rules, the fight ends.
Yay. winner Wanda. We'll spin the wheel just in case we decide to keep it going and get the AI thing figured out. I put the AI prompts in a couple different sites, and it was like these two standing there screaming at each other, and then all of a sudden, like Apocalypse just blips out of the frame, and it's just Wanda standing there. Black Hawk.
Black Hawk, man. We already did him.
Did we already do Black Hawk? No, we did Silver Hawk.
Yeah.
No, we did Black Hawk.
All right, I'll swing. I
remember because it sounds like Black Hawk.
Black Hawk. Yeah, okay. I figured you were gonna go there.
Rangiku? Okay, yeah, we'll do Rangiku.
The Crisco Kid, aka Tom.
Yeah, you're gonna love. Rangiku is gonna be right up the Crisco Kid's alley.
The Crisco Kid.
Crisco Kid.
All right. What? What are you laughing at, Sticks?
That's great.
Dark Hawk versus Black Hawk. All right, that brings us to best and worst covers of the week. I'm gonna be honest, we're on our 5th Wednesday of the week, of the month, I should say. So there's not a lot there for covers.
Yeah. The light week coming up.
It is.
Short. Especially with Free Comic Book Day coming up.
Yeah.
This Saturday, right?
Yeah, this coming Saturday.
I gotta see if I get to the store and get some stuff. I can't even get to the store on a regular Wednesday. You want me to try to get to the store on a Saturday? And plus, like I said, my connection's gone. He's leaving, so no more. The owner of the freaking store is an asshole anyway. So I'll be honest with you.
All right.
Hook up with my shop, and I'll mail them to you.
First on our worst list, we have this Uncanny X-Men 27 150 Lashley Larynx Lee Gambit Virgin variant.
Oof.
It looks like Gambit had bad plastic surgery.
It does.
It's-
Yeah.
It looks like Jean Grey is cosplaying as Gambit.
Yeah, it looks like a girl.
That's what I was thinking.
Like
That's what I was thinking. Like,
He's got very feminine
Features.
cheekbones and features.
Yeah.
Yes.
He got that plastic nose, the nose, and the way the lips go. Yeah.
Yep. Very effeminate.
Not great. Then we have this cover D Zuli foil virgin variant for the Swamp Thing Black Label book.
He's like getting
Hand down. Let's see what's going on down there. Hand down.
He's getting the back door closed.
Well, right, or I feel like it's supposed to be like
Get his roots clean.
depict like the crucifixion because of the
Yeah,
crown of
crown, yeah.
thorns,
But the mouth.
but no, he's not the Prickle King anymore. Bruce, he's now the Crisco Kid.
The Crisco Kid.
You got to watch the beginning of the episode to find out why Dom is now the Crisco Kid. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Swamp Thing book, man. I wish Sam was here to see this, but his face looks like an iron. The mouth looks like a sucker fish. He kind of reminds me of like Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill.
Or Buffalo Bob.
Buffalo Bob, okay.
Think
he's tucked down there? Think he's got a little tuck going on?
He's definitely tucking. There's definitely some goodbye horses going on here.
It puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again.
Yeah.
Looks like he's got his mouth open waiting for Bruce.
Oh,
Oh my god.
absolutely awful. Awful cover. Just god awful.
I wouldn't get that, that's for sure.
Then we get into our couple best covers. We got this 1 in 100 Peach Momoko Virgin variant of Doom 2099.
That's cool.
It was a good Peach Momoko variant. That's why I was like, oh, I got to include that in there.
Yeah. Her next 7 will be
He's
shitty,
really, he's really for the double stuff finger cuffs. So I like that Peach Momoko there. Then we get this 1 in 50 Avant Talavera X23 Virgin variant. There's actually 2 really good X23 covers that I like this week. But I really like this Talavera one. I believe there's an open order for this cover as well. But this is a really solid X23 cover.
Mhm.
Zaggy says, Bruce, you getting ideas? Then we got this Gabriel Del Auto variant for Batman Wonder Woman Truth.
Oh yeah.
The cover C, I probably didn't order that many either. That book will probably be a hot book.
It's not often that you get Delato out of DC, is it? I mean, it's
Well, he just did the
mostly done
Spider-Man
Marvel.
Superman cover, the all black cover. Which,
Yeah, but that's a what do you call it? Collaboration. But I can't think of it. Last time Gabriel Delato did a just DC title.
Yeah.
Maybe he has, and I just don't hear
That's a
about
cool
it that much.
cover,
But
It
it's
is.
like, yeah, it's Otto. It's always good.
And then we have this cover K125 Peach Momoko variant on I Hate Fairyland.
All right.
Oh, bunch
There
of
you go.
eyes in the hands.
Yeah.
Momoko has two
Definitely
solid
leaning into the
variants. this
horror
week.
aspect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
And then we gotta just do a real quick run through of Free Comic Book Day. Sam, did you see that Swamp Thing cover?
Uh-uh.
Oh man.
It's so I wake in the morning and I step outside. That's what it reminds me of.
This looks
Swamp
like he's
Thing
got a Fu
singing chair.
Manchu. The way his
That's
face
weird.
is looks like he's got a Fu Manchu. But just run down the Free Comic Book Day books real quick. We got The Amazing Spider-Man. Interesting that Marvel's calling their books Comic Giveaway Day books.
No, well, it's the publisher. It's Penguin. It's calling that.
Oh, the Penguins calling them that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got The Amazing Spider-Man Queen in Black. First kind of introduction there. In that book, you got Avengers Armageddon.
Mm-hmm.
And they're supposed to have appearance of the bad guy. They're supposed to have the other guy who I think is a new villain. They're supposed to be
Right.
in that book.
And then you got the Energon Universe
I want that.
2026 special.
I want that.
Yep.
There's the other ones too. There's like a different covers for the Energon Universe special, but you have to pay for the other ones. And there's that Zartan cover that I want.
I will not pay for a Free Comic Book Day book. Ever. Swamp Thing is auditioning for the Magneto musical you guys had thought of a couple of years ago. Then we got DC Next Level presents books that are already out. Lobo #1, Batwoman #1, and Deathstroke the Terminator #1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we get interesting here. We got Alien versus Planet of the Apes and Predator.
They got the Predator versus Planet of the Apes coming out in July. They have a
So
series.
they just had Planet of the Apes versus FF came out
I know,
this week.
but they have so Planet of the Apes versus Predator is coming out.
Yeah, next week, I think it is.
Look, when will we have the Star Wars crossover? Because they broke that new Star Wars Avengers, man, at the end of the year. I was looking forward to that. But I'll take Predator versus Star Wars.
I don't think we need Predator versus anything for a while, or Alien versus anything comic book related for a while.
Predator versus Boba Fett.
I want to see covers like that, man. That they had a bootleg comic that had that, and I actually have them.
Boba Fett loses.
Boba Fett wins.
Boba Fett loses.
Boba Fett, the greatest freaking bounty hunter the galaxy's ever known. Fuck Disney. Anyway, so
then we got Something's Killing the Children, Road to Slaughter. We got DC Sonic.
And Sonic.
Or that crossover. We got Spidey and His Amazing Friends.
That'll probably sell.
Yes, it will. Jeff versus Simbi.
Yep.
That'll be a big one. Then you got Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight. think it's a tie into the game that's either out or coming out. Then you got Nice House on the Lake from Vertigo. Then you got Masters of the Universe,
I want that.
also featuring Dungeons and Dragons.
Got Hordak on there for you.
I want to get the cover. I gotta get it. Even though it's not a good Hordak, but it's still Hordak. Cool cover though.
You got Conan, Tides of the Tyrant King. You're a Conan fan. Dungeon Crawler Carl. There's a lot going on with Dungeon Crawler Carl. Oh my God, Dungeon Crawler Carl lately.
Yeah, that's isn't that a series? Was it a web series?
Yeah, they're making it. I think they're making it a movie too, or bringing it to a streaming service or something like that. Then you got Gun Honey Double Down. Joe will be picking this one up. Joe and Jedi after what I saw last night in the qualified.
Yep.
Put a little can of Crisco right here, and you know Dom was there.
Pickle time.
And you got a Sonic the Hedgehog book. Getting your classic Sonic feel there. How do you kids say it? My bad. You got Power Rangers. Look at the relaunch of the Power Rangers series.
Disney Plus.
Then you got, I don't know how to say that because the fucking writing's all crazy. Decidium.
Decidium?
Yeah, Decidium.
Omen.
Yeah.
From Image. From Ram V.
Ram V.
Tyson says, yeah, I'll be getting the gun, honey. The Greatest American Hero.
I want that. I know 6 months I want too.
Yeah, they're the 1 in 25 at the Virgin as well.
This crazy.
Who the fuck makes a 1 in 25 of a free comic book day book?
I know. And those are the ones that sell, dude.
You greedy horse.
Which is funny because the shops only pay like
I can't believe it myself.
$1 a piece.
Suddenly,
Yeah, and they're gonna sell this for $25. They're gonna probably sell it for ratio.
Somebody
Probably.
Believe
You
it.
get a Garfield free comic book day book because Chris Pratt voicing Garfield. Garfield's on the way back in.
Yep.
You got a Supernatural
That would probably go.
book for all you Supernatural fans. Greedy flippers. LOL. Yep. Lock and Key is coming back again. Let's get more Lock and Key. Street Fighter Forever. Be picking this one up. Avatar Legends. I'll be picking this one up probably.
That's Jesus.
Then you got Mega Man Shadow Special.
That's a good one too.
That's
Mega
a
Man
good cover.
first.
Flash Gordon.
I actually like that one.
Very
That's
cool.
a-
Six will be picking this one
I'll
up.
get that one. Yeah,
I
I'll
like
get that one.
Actually, the black and white looks good in the black, which is really cool. The black cover.
Snakes played high school football with Flash Gordon.
Flash.
Yeah.
And Al Bundy.
Scored 4 touchdowns.
Hey,
It's a 4
Al
or 5.
Bundy was the
Six is the
greatest
reason.
quarterback of Polk High.
Then we got Mark Spears Monsters from Keen Spot. Because of course you're going to.
Yep.
Which also has a 125 blank.
Jeez.
Fuck.
Come on,
A
man.
1 in 25 blank cover.
I'm sorry, Virgin.
Virgin
Okay.
where? They're gonna the king spot's gonna be out of there? It'll just be
Yeah, the keen spot in the top.
okay.
Because Mark can go Crisco kid himself if he's going to do a 1 in 25 fucking blank cover. Then we got Stitch.
I'm getting that.
Dom will have to pick that one up.
Yep. Is there a Virgin cover in that one too, 6?
No.
Okay.
Then we got Jim and the Holograms.
Actually, you know what? I picked that up too. I like Gem of the Holograms.
Truly outrageous.
Yep. Yeah, she the original Hannah Montana.
Right. Yeah, she is the original Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
You're correct.
The Pool of Black, was it Black Lane?
Yeah.
I can't tell because the fucking image cuts off the title. The Chimerian.
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like Conan anyway.
I think it's the Pool of the Black One. I think it
The
is.
black one, the black one.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh, okay.
Minotaur. Yeah. I'm pick that up.
The Cold Open.
School Bus Graveyard.
Yeah, this is more of a larger format. It's not really comic sized. It's an oversized, not magazine, but like a manga style.
Okay. Then you get the Ultimate Oz
Americanized
universe.
manga style.
The Ultimate Oz universe.
Yeah.
Terabyte.
Yeah.
The future is fucked.
Yep.
The name she lost, Nana. Looks like a Wonder Woman ripoff. From
Yeah,
Vault.
it kind of does. Yeah.
Looks like, what's the name? What's
Or
the girl
Trinity.
that fought Wonder Woman? The remember there was a villain that fought Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Her sister. That was her sister's name.
Journey to the West. There you go, Sam.
There it is. Monkey King.
And that's it for that's your rundown of all the books that will be available next Saturday on Free Comic Book Day. So for my first appearance of the week, well, we only got one this week. We got the first appearance of the Extinction King, a cosmic threat imprisoned by the Visanti in the final page, and the first appearance of the Blazing Hound, a creation of Dormammu. There you go. Extinction King and the Hound right there. That was the only first appearance we had this week.
Really?
Wow, that's crazy.
We go into my comic book picks of the week. Of course, I'm going to throw out there Wonder Woman 19. Absolutely loving Wonder Woman 19.
Mhm.
Pushes Diana to her absolute limits, both physically and mentally. She's surrounded by enemies and unraveling under pressure. This issue leans hard into the idea that this version of Wonder Woman is being broken down before she can even rise. So, loving the absolute stuff. Absolute Wonder Woman is great. Also, Corpse Knight. Corpse Knight was a really interesting book. I like the premise of it, where this kind of like Last of Us meets Berserk, war-torn era, where this girl loses her entire family and her dad in a war, and he comes back from the death, and it's a really good read. Picked up on a copy of it. I know Bruce got a couple copies of it. I would definitely recommend it.
They had this at my shop. I wasn't sure if I would like it.
And then Exquisite Corpse is number 12. This was my pick of the week. I really like this book. Exquisite Corpses is finally picking up. I felt like the first 9 issues of this book were fucking just boring. The first issue was really good, and after that just dragged along. But issue 12 finally picks things up because we're getting down to the last 2 killers. So we're kind of in the end game here. So I would definitely recommend checking out Exquisite Corpses, number 12. And that's it. That's it for my comic book picks of the week. That brings us to what song does Sam sing better? And as the gift to Ed, what do we got? What songs do we got this week, Sam?
All right, so we have 2 duets. I was inundated with Somebody That I Used to Know, as done by Mark Wahlberg and Paul Walter Hauser in their new movie Balls Up on Amazon Prime. The movie itself is pretty bad, but that scene is hilarious. And so I'm doing my best. I didn't have anybody to do the duet with, so I'm doing it by myself. You'll see what I mean. And then the other song is Something Stupid by Frank and Nancy Sinatra. Again, I'm doing the duet by myself. So enjoy.
Yeah, we'll start with somebody who used to know first. And I told Sam when he sent me this video, I said, you look like somebody that we've seen the last couple of weeks in those 80s dating videos.
You can get addicted to a certain kind of sadness, like resignation to the end, always the end. So when we found that we could not make sense, well, you said that we could still be friends. But I'll admit that I was glad it was over. But you didn't have to cut me off, make it like it never happened and that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger and that feels so rough. No, you didn't have to stoop so low, have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over, but I'd be believing it was always something that I'd done. But I don't want to live that way, reading into every word you say. You said that you could let it go, that I wouldn't get you hung up on somebody that you used to know. But you didn't have to cut me off, make it like it never happened and that we were nothing. Now I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger and that feels so rough. No, you didn't have to stoop so low, have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know, somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know, somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Yo, I need a Crisco break. I swear to God. Oh my God. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Oh my gosh. I love. Oh.
I don't know.
Sam left. He bailed.
Oh my God. After you, dude.
All right. And here's his rendition of Something
I
Stupid.
got cats. I got cats fucking howling outside right now. Oh my God, that was funny. That was great.
Oh no.
Now his rendition of Something Stupid by Frank Sinatra.
I know I stand in line until you think you have the time to spend an evening with me. And if we go someplace to dance, I know that there's a chance you won't be leaving with me. And afterwards we drop into a quiet little place and have a drink or two. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. I can see it in your eyes, you still despise the same old lies you heard the night before. And though it's just a line for you, for me it's true and never seemed so right before. I practice every day to find some clever lines to say to make the meaning come true. But then I think I'll wait until the evening gets late and I'm alone with you. The time is right, your perfume fills my head, the stars get red and all the night's so blue. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. I can see it in your eyes that you despise the same old lies you heard the night before. And though it's just a lie to you, for me it's true, it never seemed so right before. I practice every day to find some clever lines to say to make the meaning come true. But then I think I'll wait until the evening gets late and I'm alone with you. The time is right, your perfume fills my head, the stars get red and all the night's so blue. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Hey, that last one, that was pretty good.
That was
Yeah,
good.
the melody was
The
right there.
compassion.
Nailed it. All right. Now it's time to play everyone's favorite second favorite game. Get off my totally cool qualified Saturday dark side lawn, or as we like to refer to it as the Who Said It game. Who said everything I say is gonna happen and you're gonna love it? End of fucking story.
The guy
That
said
definitely sounds like Marco.
that sounds like me.
Well, it could be you too.
Sam is still muted.
Dom.
Dub says Dom. Sam says Dom. Dom thinks it's him. Sticks, you think it's Marco?
Marco, yeah.
I don't know. I think it was me. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Who said everything I say is going to happen and you're gonna love it? End of fucking story. Ed thinks Marco. Who said it?
That, this is not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
No, we just
It is
asked
gonna
you
fucking
questions
happen.
you
Everything I
can't
say is
answer.
going to happen, and you're going to love it. End the fucking story.
Dude, we all just said we love this, and you're acting like we said we didn't like it.
So
No, Gigs, it's all right.
All I'm trying to say is I'm a little.
I loved it for the weird reasons, though.
It was Dom.
It was me.
Of course, it was on the Star Wars show as well.
If you think it's going to happen, you're going to love it.
Who said I don't need to know if we need to see 7-foot dongs anymore?
Jedi. I think that was Jedi on the qualified.
Who
Marco.
said, I don't need to know if we need to see
Marco.
7-foot dongs
Yeah,
anymore.
Marco. Probably. You're right. You're right, Sam.
Sam says Marco. Dom went Jedi, then quickly switched to Marco.
Yeah, no, I think I heard Marco say that, but Jedi said something before.
Ed thinks it was me, and Dub says Marco. Who do you
Yeah.
think it was, Sticks? In your time tunnel. Yeah, good input, Sticks. That's a hell of an idea, Sticks. All right, who do you think said it, Sticks?
I still got Dom's video playing in my ear. I'm gonna say it was Pete.
Pete. And Tyson says everybody except Pete. All right. Who said I don't need to know if we need to see 7-foot dongs anymore?
Conquer
It's
kingdoms.
a joke.
The conquer kingdoms of I know because of the show. Right, I get it. But yes, so like I think they've done a good job. I don't know if we need to see 7-foot dongs anymore on the television or dudes hippopotamuses pooping, but like
In a reminder, at least on House of the Dragons, and even on the Night of the Seven Kingdoms to a different degree, but on House of the Dragons, the like when you're right. I think they've got the core of it pretty correct, and that's really most of what you can do.
It was Marco. Marco loves his 7-foot dongs.
Nailed it.
Who said I don't give a damn what they think? Fuck the chat.
Like me again.
Pete. That's Pete.
That's
Pete's
a bold
channel.
statement for a Pete.
It's Pete. It's his channel. He gets to say what he wants, regardless of what the chat says.
I don't give a fuck what they say. I don't give a damn what they think. Fuck the chat. Who do
It
you
does
think
seem
said
pretty
it?
bold for Pete.
Dubba says Bruce.
I'll say Wayseeker. I'll say it's Wayseeker.
Wayseeker will say that.
Wayseeker.
Works like that. That's a Wayseeker.
I'll say Wayseeker.
I don't think Wayseeker's haircut would let him say that.
It's true.
You think it was? Who do you think it was, Sam? You think it was Pete?
Pete.
What do you think, Dom?
I think I said something like that before, but I don't know, man.
You say a lot of things, Dom.
I'll say it's me. I'll say it's me again.
Dom thinks it's himself. Very conceited of you, Dom.
It is very conceited.
All right. Who said I don't give a damn what they think? Fuck the chat.
Her father and her best friend, and I don't know. I would have fell apart, but you know,
you're not selling the chat on this one.
I don't give a damn what they think. Fuck the chat.
In this case, I love the chat, but I think that they're all wrong. So except for like RP and Craven and Serath.
You know,
it wasn't that bad. Like I really think it got like a lot of hate just because just people don't like Ironheart.
It was Bruce.
Bruce
is
looking up at a cock.
Yikes. Who said some nights he could be a little retarded?
He could be. Oh, someone said this about Sticks. I bet it was Jedi.
Who said some nights he can be a little retarded? Double O is batting 1,000 right now. Ooh, Double thinks it was Jedi. Sam says
I think it was Jedi.
Maybe it's Joe.
Dom thinks Joe. Sticks says Joe. All right. Who said? Tyson says, I know. I'm sure you do, Tyson. Who said some nights he can be a little retarded?
In a simulated world of Doctor Who, you know, he's time traveling through, different quantums of time and space, you know.
The TARDIS is jumping through different Wi-Fi hotspots.
Some
right,
some
how'd you
nights
like
he could
that?
be a some nights he could be a little retarded.
Yeah.
He's the only man that has two internets going opposite of each other. That's why everything's all different. That's why.
Dang, so close.
It was Joe.
It was Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe and Jedi are copy paste. Who said I want everyone to know that if I love my boyfriend, so I want you to etch his face into my pubes?
It's fucking Bruce. I don't know.
No, it wasn't Bruce.
No, it wasn't Bruce.
I think this is one of our openers. I think this is me.
You think this was you?
I think this is like on one of our warm-ups.
Who said I want everyone to know that I love my boyfriend, so I want to etch his face in my pubes?
I don't know.
Dom says Bruce.
That's a good one, though. That's a winner. Who was it, Sticks?
Who do you think it was, Sticks? Sam sounds right.
Sam.
Sticks says Sam.
Probably you.
Zaggy says Bruce. All right. Who said I want everyone to know that I love my boyfriend, so I want you to etch his etch his face in my pubes? I want you to etch "Will you marry me" in my pubes, so when she goes down on me, it's like a proposal. I want everyone to know that I love my boyfriend, so I want you to etch his face in my pubes. So it's like what people do with haircuts.
I want cornrows on my scrotes. I want
There you go.
rolls.
There you go.
Corn scrotes.
It's $1 million business.
It was
You're a
me.
cohort.
Oh man,
It was me.
that's so funny.
But we were cohorts.
Corn scrotes.
That's great.
Oh man, that's a good one.
And who said you had me at elder abuse?
Damn.
Oh man, let's say Pete.
Sam says Pete. Who do you think said you had me at elder abuse, Dom?
I don't know. I think you did, Matt.
He just did one. Come on.
I know. Just okay. You know what? It could be a double whammy. Who knows? I don't know.
I'll say Bruce.
I
You think it was Bruce? Marco?
Pete.
All right. Pete. Who said you had me at elder abuse? Why can't I think of his name all of a sudden? I literally
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller. Thank you. Brain farted, but I don't know.
You had me at elder abuse.
Yeah, I figured you would get it when I said elder abuse. But, all right, moving on.
Damn, Sticks.
It was Sticks coming in with
Damn.
All right, and our final one for the evening. Who said, "Hey, it's Valentine's Day. Don't go and dry"?
Crisco.
Crisco.
Captain Chris. No, it wasn't Captain Crisco.
That wasn't me.
Gosh, didn't we do the Valentine's Day show?
Did we?
Wasn't Valentine's Day on Saturday?
Yeah, it was a Saturday.
I can't remember.
It was us. Well, I guess I'm the last one. I guess I'm the last one left of the hosts. I already did Dom, Matt.
Dub says it
Sticks.
has to be Sam.
There you go. Good job, Tyson.
Who do you think it was, Sticks?
I'll go Sam. He's right. He's the last one on the board.
What do you think, Dom?
I'll take Sam too because he made it obvious right there because he was talking
Damn,
about
everyone's going Sam, huh?
maybe.
All right. Well, who said, "Hey, it's Valentine's Day. Don't go and dry"? And as always, you can come right back here next week to have your ear holes absolutely violated by the nonsense that is Saturday night special. So, on that note, Sam, take us home with some words of wisdom.
Hey, it's Valentine's Day. Don't go and dry.
Yep. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button on the way out. Smash that bell so you get those notifications whenever we. It was Average Joe's himself. It was Sam. But that's it for the Who Said It game. That brings us to our final segment of the night. The segment that sends people running for the hills saying, "I don't want to talk about hot chicks and dudes. I want to talk about comics." It's time for Missed Connections. All right, Sam, are you leading us off?
Yeah. Park this morning in Lawrenceville. Went out for a walk this morning. I saw you staring hard at my big bulge. Don't ever wear underwear since I love free balling. And yes, it's 9+. Next time, go and grab it.
Next time, just sexually assault me. No big deal.
Oh, God. Free balling.
Sam's. Sounds like something Crisco Kid would do. I was running through Central Park. Can of Crisco in my hand. Boba Fett jersey on my back. Oh, man.
Oh, boy. That's funny.
Smelly panties. Odessa. Needing a pair of freshly worn, full of lovely feminine scent. Worn a day or two is perfect, but the longer the better.
Yeah, you gonna change underwear?
You gotta change your chilies, man. You can't just be.
Man,
damn.
Yeah, must work in a sardine factory.
So smell like
That's going on the quote game.
It smells like the sardine.
Remember that one?
Tyson jaunt that one down.
Yep.
Hit it sticks.
All right. Black Hammer tool polishing. Cheyenne. Looking to polish a black sledgehammer to a nice shine. Hands-on work guarantees a quality servicing of the tool you rely on every day. Mobile shop allows me to go to your location in the Cheyenne area. Send me an email for available times or questions about other services available.
Yes, get your Black and Decker tools there, baby.
Okay. You want to make sure you're swinging a nice shiny hammer.
That's it, eh?
Whoa. Sam, you did.
Oh, you get one too, Dom.
Okay. Good day, friend. La Puente? Was it?
Puente. La Puente.
La Puente.
Hello, I'm looking for a woman who will allow me to smell and suck her buttocks. And only until it comes in my mouth. Send me a message if you're interested. Thank you. Only women. Only women. Thank you.
Okay, what is he talking about? What is he talking about?
Is that code for like?
He wants to smell and suck her buttocks.
Yeah, until it comes in her mouth. So
that means what? Shit in the mouth.
He wants a human centipede.
Yeah. Poop cum, yuck.
Poop cum.
Only women.
Only women. Only women.
All right, my turn again. All right. Bottom dude looking, 47, 5'11", 185. Great butt looking to get nailed. Can host Monday in Wareham. Discretion assured. Be under 50-ish and in reasonable shape. Let me know what you're into. Send stats if you want to reply.
Nice. Okay.
You got to get a little bit more clever with your wordplay there, Bruce. This one sticks close to this one. Old fart. Hi, looking for an F to try tasting their slick taco. I am 95 and would like to try one before I croak. I am very enthusiastic and been told very good. If intersected, please respond with a description
of ingredients
and pictures if possible. Thank you.
Oh, damn.
What's the ingredients? I want to know what the ingredients of that taco look like.
You know, he wants to fucking 95. He wants to try one before he croaks. Damn.
Okay.
They get 95. I don't think you should worry about what the
Seasoning,
ingredients are.
Just go in raw, baby. Or use Crisco.
Use Crisco. Live your best life. But that's it. That's our show for this week. Thank you all so much for hanging out in the chat. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button on whatever channel you're watching on. If you want more from Dom, check him out tomorrow night on the Star Wars show. You can catch him every Thursday night on Off the Mat, where we talk professional wrestling. Had a hell of a week for professional wrestling over at Off the Mat the last couple of nights.
Oh, yeah.
We did.
You can check me, Sticks, and Dom there on Thursday nights doing our deal over there. You can check out Sticks and Dom on the Qualified every Friday night, as well as Pete Shorts throughout the week. Make sure to check out Tack on Wednesday, the Hot 10 on Friday, which brings you right back here to check us out next week. And also check out Sticks every Tuesday night on his channel for a little Doctor Who rewind goodness. He's a Hooniac, right? So
Hoovian.
He's a little retarded sometimes.
Sometimes I am a little retarded,
as Joe would say. But have a great weekend, everybody. Sam, take us out with some words of wisdom.
Make sure that when you're recording yourself doing a duet, that you have a reliable timekeeper. It's really hard to match up the audio tracks otherwise.
That's what you took away from that?
And don't worry, always have in your cabinet a thing of Crisco.
Yep. Remember to check your Crisco for cylinder-shaped holes before you go slap it into the plants.
And make sure when Don comes over to visit, you check your Crisco.
Yeah. That's a solid words of wisdom. But on that note, have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you guys next Saturday night right here for a brand new episode of Saturday Night Special.
Either you've got me confused with somebody else, or this is a joke.